Welcome to the Music Travel Guy YouTube channel. I'm Michael Piardi, and today I want to introduce you to a powerful musical genre that I believe deserves your attention: Frafra Gospel music. I stumbled upon Frafra Gospel music last year, and after interviewing the top Frafra Gospel artist Alogte Oho and Max Wiesenfeld, my curiosity was piqued. I started delving deeper into this fascinating genre by exploring its roots, cultural traditions of the Frafra people in Ghana, and discovering many talented artists who create powerful music. Now, before delving into the Frafra gospel music, one important thing you need to know: the connection between gospel music and Ghana. Gospel music found its beginnings in Ghana's early Christian communities and mission churches. Over the years, it has incorporated elements of indigenous music and Western gospel traditions. Particularly since the late 1980s, gospel music has gained tremendous recognition and influence within both religious and social spheres in Ghana. In fact, back in 1993, approximately 75% of recorded musical works in Ghana were attributed to gospel music. Furthermore, by 2001, it was estimated that 90% of the musicians were actively engaged in church-related activities. And all this demonstrates you that Ghana in gospel music has faced significant development and grown to become an integral part of the country's religious and musical landscape. Gospel music in Ghana is a profound expression of faith, spirituality, and cultural identity, and each subgenre brings its unique sound and style to the genre. And the same goes for Frafra gospel music. My initial thought that crossed my mind when I stumbled upon this music, Frafra gospel music, was maybe it is a different version of American gospel music in some way. However, Frafra gospel music has nothing to do with American gospel music. It's a completely different thing. It's a music rooted in the Frafra music traditions. The Frafra live in northeastern Ghana in the Upper East region, in and around the Bolgatanga district, where there is a population of around 40,000 people. It is important to know that Frafra is not their original name. It was given to them by Christian missionaries during colonial times. These missionaries encountered Frafra farmers who greeted them with a common phrase, "Ya fare fare." This greeting translates to "How's your suffering?" As time went on, the missionaries started referring to these people as Frafra based on their derivation of their greeting. Eventually, the Frafra themselves adopted this term, which has become widely recognized among southern Ghanaian communities. The Frafra community is not only well known for their exceptional artistic skills, but also for their rich musical heritage. 70% of the population identifies themselves as Christian, which explains their love for gospel music and their deep connection with God. In our conversation, Max Wiesenfeld clarified that Frafra gospel music most likely developed from the Kologo style over time. It has these melody lines which are typical within the Frafra people, and this melody lines has the power of capturing your attention straight away. It's incredible, with lyrics that reflect Christian beliefs and themes. Ghana has produced a wealth of talented Frafra gospel artists, each contributed to the genre's growth and impact, with Kumasi, the capital city of the Ashanti region, being a hotspot for the best musicians in the country. Speaking of which, now I want to suggest 3 Frafra gospel artists worth listening to. Alogte Oho is the #1 Frafra gospel music artist within the exciting music scene of Bolgatanga in northern Ghana. In 2013, Alogte met German producer Max Wiesenfeld, with whom he created the international acclaimed album Mam Hineva, which means God, You Love Me So. And since I started listening to him and his powerful choir, his sounds of joy, I completely fell in love with this music. In 2013, Max Wiesenfeld visited Bolgatanga, the capital of the Frafra, for the first time. When he stepped out the bus at the main market, a song by Alogte was playing loudly through some big speakers. He was immediately captured by the music and arranged to meet with Alogte. After a short introduction, they both agreed to do some recordings. The result was Zotahine, which became Aho's first single released on Philophone in 2014. Now I want to introduce you the second Frafra Gospel artist, which is Florence Adooni. Florence Adooni was born and raised in the Ashanti capital of Kumasi, and her style differs from the original Frafra Gospel as played in northern Ghana. She combines the soul of the northern savannah and the sound of the rain forest, fusing the best of both cultures. I love her voice, particularly in her single released in 2021. Florence is a member of Guy One's band and also belongs to Alogte Oho's Sounds of Joy. You can find her vocals on the track Mam Hineva. Additionally, Jim Tanner selected her to lend her singing talents to his popular club hit Vocalize My Love. In addition to all these collaborations, Florence Adooni has locally released a series of albums under her name, and with no doubt she can call the Queen of Frafra Gospel. My last Frafra Gospel music recommendation is Linda Ayupuka, who is considered the future of Frafra music. As a young girl, she would go to church with her mother, a gospel artist, and by the age of 10, she would regularly perform at funerals and wedding parties. Daguna is Ayupuka's favorite song on God Created Everything, her third album with Ayupuka, released by London-based label Mais Hum. Despite being an expert in traditional music, Ayupuka is most known for his infectious electronic productions. Some include more traditional elements, such as call and response vocals and the sound of the kologo, while some are more forward-looking like the album, but all are rooted in the Frafra tradition. I think Linda Ayupuka is a great example of how this new generation of Frafra Gospel artists incorporate contemporary elements into their music, but while still maintaining the Frafra music traditions, which I think it's a wonderful opportunity for you to discover the Frafra community, its culture, and its rich music traditions. There's also a big connection between music and culture, and for myself it is also a gateway to discover, in this case, Frafra people and amazing musicians like Alogte Oho, Florence Adooni, and Linda Ayupuka. So I hope you enjoyed this exploration on the origins and rise of the Frafra Gospel music. Now I would love to know from you, and also your recommendations. What's your experience in listening Frafra Gospel music, and what are some of the artists you would recommend me? Let me know in the comment section. I look forward to hear from you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to Music Travel Guide YouTube channel, hit the like button, and if you think some of your friends would love this video, please share to them. I think it is going to be a great opportunity to show them not only maybe new music, new artists, but also a new culture. So I see you in the next video with me, Music Travel Guide YouTube channel.